Welcome to data visualization. This is the first time this course is available in online setting. Therefore, a lot of resources, specifically video tutorials, are going to be available for you to be able to capitalize on the powerful tool that we're going to use, which is Tableau. My name is Lili Popova Zuhadar. I got my doctorate degree from University of Louisville in computer engineering, computer science. So hopefully you will enjoy this course with me this semester. So the agenda of this short video is just to give you an overview what all this course about and how the grading is going to be and what is Tableau in a couple of slides. So it's gonna be a really short video just to give you the essence of this course. So we're gonna start with introducing the course, some policies, installing Tableau, and understanding at the end of the semester what I am expecting from you to do. How to reach me? My office in Grice Hall 226. I teach mainly online this semester. So my office hours are listed on the syllabus. So in general, this course is going to provide you with introduction as well as hands-on experience in data visualization. So it actually introduces you to design principles for creating meaningful displays of quantitative and qualitative data, in which will facilitate managerial decision making in the field of business analytics. So in this course, we will learn about how to leverage the power of data visualization to communicate business relevant implications of analysis. So you will see modules are organized in Blackboard around concepts, tools, and applications, and we'll cover some of the visual analytics process from beginning to the end. What I mean by that, from collecting data, preparing, and then analyzing data to creating data visualizations and dashboards. And finally, to come up with stories that share a critical business insight. By the end of this course, you will know how to structure and streamline data analysis project, collect, prepare, and highlight implications using visualizations and storytelling. You will be able to make effective visualizations that harness the human brain's innate perceptual and cognitive tendency to convey conclusions directly and clearly. Finally, you will be practicing the design, and you're gonna present a business data story that uses visualizations to deliver impactful business intelligence. So what is going to be covered in this course? So in data visualization courses in general, students learn how to present data in visual form. This involves working with data, learning how to apply visual design principles, and often learning a new software. So all these gonna be touched on in this course, and the software here, as you notice, is Tableau. Sometimes imaging software enable us to create beautiful visualization. Designing visualizations that are readable and provide key insight is much more difficult because you really need to know some of the principles that are really important during the design process, and which type of visualization works the best with the type of data that you have. So visualizations are only as effective as the insight they reveal. Okay, so if you have meaningless data, so as the concept says, garbage in, garbage out, no matter how visually you can present it in a pretty way, beautifully, if the data it's on is messy and it's not really important, and it has, for example, a lot of missing data or is not reliable data, so no matter what kind of tool you use, the outcome is not going to be important. Okay, so what is the process of visualization, if you ask me? So simply put, you have, in a real world situation, you're working in, let's say, in Best Buy, you have this data and you want to visualize this data. So you got the data. After you go through a lot of processing to clean the data, you can try to visualize it and to create a dashboard from this data. And finally, you're going to tell a story. That story will be what's happening at your organization. If it's Best Buy, what's going on? Maybe after Black Friday, how many people bought specific TVs, for example. Okay, so in this class, we will first learn the fundamentals of data visualization best practices and some key design principles. We have to build the foundation. Next, we're going to develop working skills in Tableau. That is must. So you're going to watch those videos and you're going to practice with those videos. Not enough just to watch them. You have to practice and with real data, and we're going to work on that. Then you're going to begin working through the visual analytical process. You're going to design data driven stories about real data, and then you're going to communicate business insight. So here is the structure of this course. You're going to see a lot of video lectures or video tutorials sometimes, and some TED Talks related to data visualization. Then I have to divide the Tableau training into some type of boot camps for you, so you can drill into all the concepts of Tableau to get the skills needed to be able to analyze data on your own in future. So we're gonna then build a skill in real world tools, real world scenarios using real data. And you're gonna do a lot of at-home exercises with Tableau. We have to gonna assess and do some exams. And finally, there is a comprehensive final project. You don't have final exam, you're gonna have a final project. We're gonna talk more about that in upcoming classes, but the time being, all I'm saying, you're gonna have just midterm exam and a lot of exercises in this course, and at the end you're gonna have a final project. So don't worry, one day at a time, and more, I would say 1 week at a time, since you're in an online setting, and the modules designed in this course gonna be on weekly basis. And my goal is to open more modules as possible for you, so those of you who can adjust to high speed of learning can adapt to that environment, and those of you who wants to keep it week by week also has this option. So we'll make the course more flexible and more adjustable for different needs of students in this course. Okay, so as I said at the beginning, we're gonna start introduction in this course. We're gonna build the skills throughout this course with Tableau and data visualization concepts and principles. Then we're gonna start to know, after you have to build those foundations with you, then you can start really trying to tell a story with some assessment. We go to the spring break, and then you're gonna hit the midterm exam. After that, we're gonna start what is called analytics deep dive. We're gonna really work hard on understanding how to critically thinking of a problem and how we can analyze it. And here, where each one of you after that gonna hit what is called individual pitches. Each one of you gonna have a lot of information about what I'm asking you to do, and you're gonna create a video with your pitch, and you're gonna put it on YouTube. I'm gonna give you a lot of details how to do it, but it's gonna be easy. But throughout the semester, while we are building your skills here, you're gonna look at other people, what they did with Tableau, and at the same time you come up with the idea what project you want. After I look at all your pitches, I will decide which pitches to pick from and how to group you. So you will be paired with another student in this course. Together, you and your classmate, you're gonna work on the final project visualization. Okay, So that would lead us to what books we are using. This is the book that you registered for first day access into the class, and this is a required book by Lindy Ryan. Here we go. So the Tableau e-text, the visual data storytelling, is gonna link you directly to the bookstore. So you start reading. So when I assign a specific chapter for you, all you have to do, you go to that book, and then from the left side, let's say I said go to the table of content. I'm telling you, okay, I read chapter, for example, 3. You jump to chapter 3 and you start browsing the materials of chapter 3. Okay, so that will be available for you. Beside that, if you noticed, I also gave you some reading materials through another book, which is the one that's gonna teach you how to understand the concepts of visualizations, and of course that will be backed up with video lectures that I will do, so you can better understand the content. For example, the first week, if you noticed, you had to read the first chapter. I provided it for you. You don't have to buy that book. So you're gonna read the first chapter in that specific book. I linked only that chapter, so I was able to do that. So your job is to read this chapter just to get some understanding about what is data visualization in general, and what are those concepts that we are talking about that we have to understand before even starting building a good visualization, and critique the visualization we did. Okay, so those are the books. Now about the gradings, you notice that you're gonna have some discussion board. We started this week with your introduction, then you're gonna have some quizzes and homeworks, and the midterm, and finally you're gonna have the project, which is represent 30% of your grade. So as you can see, heavy lifting on your homework on and the quizzes. So you have about 40% of the scores, 400 points out of 1,000 on this. So it's a big percentage. Beside that, participation today you had one, but it's gonna be just the beginning. After, like, this is 10%, which means it's gonna be about 100 out of 1,000. So you will have about 10 discussions through the semester about some reading I'm gonna give you and some topics to see your critical insight on what you learned about data analytics and visualization. Okay, so why Tableau now? So if I did some analysis about the job posting and the type of skills in visualization and other type of data analytics and statistical tools. First of all, the data visualization, if you just try to look about how many jobs were posting between 2017 and 2018 related to those skills, Tableau was the top third of all those jobs. And as you can see, the first one, the data visualization, actually didn't mention what kind specific. So the only one that was ahead of Tableau was a SQL, and there's a big difference between SQL and Tableau. So SQL is more a query language. It's meant for you to know how to deal with data structure, how to be able to query the data, and how to be able to come up with some tables and some sub data from the original data, or how you can merge multiple tables or multiple databases into one and then retrieve this data and work with that data. However, Tableau can deal with SQL. So we're going to see in this course, in some videos, I will show you how Tableau can talk to any different type of data set that you are familiar with or not. So Tableau can, you can pull data from SAS, you can pull data from SPSS, you can pull data from Stata, you can pull data from SQL, you can pull data from Access, you can pull data from Amazon Cloud Services, you can pull from Azure, you can pull, you name it, from Google Cloud, any type of data you Tableau can talk to, and there are extensions no matter what. So that's why Tableau is becoming really powerful tool, and it's the biggest now in the market with regard to data and visual analytics. Okay, and what you need, you if you really want to capitalize on this course, I would say you need a laptop. Okay, I know desktop can fill the need, but if you want to be transparent, if you want to be moving from place to place, not stuck to one location, desktop in the dorm, desktop in the lab, you need to have your own personal laptop that you have Tableau on it, so you can all the time play with data not only related to this course but everything else you're doing during this education. Whatever classes else other classes you're doing project for, I will pull Tableau and make it involved in those projects and show my knowledge in Tableau in other courses. Okay, so that's my advice. You cannot buy a laptop now. I advise you to rent from the TRC from mass media. It's free for students. You take a laptop 2 weeks. You have to renew it every 2 weeks, but at least you have a laptop. That's my personal advice, and it's up to you how you want to proceed in this course and how much serious you want to be as a visual analytic expert. Okay, what else? So resources are available in Blackboard, are divided in modules. You're gonna see every week a new modules pop up, and assignments always gonna be uh, with deadline on Sunday midnight. So you have the whole week from Monday till Sunday midnight. So don't push your assignment until Sunday if you don't have a computer in the location that you are at over the weekend. Okay, so if you don't have a computer and you are relying on computers labs, make sure to use them during the week in case those labs are closed for reasons that out of my hand and your hands. Okay, download Tableau desktop. I saw some of your thread already downloaded, so go ahead and download Tableau, both the Tableau desktop and the Tableau public. Activation code is not this one. Every semester they send me a new one. Just wait for next week. If it's not working, will work eventually. We start with a trial and start practicing and playing with Tableau on your own if you want. Okay. What else about the project and the pitch? Okay, you will select a topic of interest, and that will be scored for 10 points. You're gonna write a brief pitch paper, will be about 50 points. Then you're gonna present in 2 minutes pitch, 30 points, a video, okay, on YouTube, and I will show you how to do it. Then students gonna vote on those top pitches, and those that got the highest vote, they're gonna be split into, will be picked and will be put as a group project, and then what you have to do, those you and your peer, you're gonna work together to deliver a final video here presentation, which is a video presentation about your project with Tableau. Okay, pitches topics, so start thinking from now, even we didn't do anything, but from now start thinking what kind of project you are interested in. So choose a topic of interest that you can find available data for, And also, I'm going to provide you with a couple of links to data repositories from research platforms and from very famous, reliable, real data that you can look at. And if you don't have an idea, specific idea, you can search for different data available there, and you might come up with some new ideas. So the one page overview of your topic with the data that you have found will be like the foundation that you're gonna plan to position your pitch with it. Okay, this is some example: is setting the new smoking, refugee crisis, measuring good neighbors, social cohesion index. Maybe we can take this data. Do you believe in UFOs? Use movies campus to pick your next flick. Election outcome prediction. What does Twitter say? We can get that data. Pizza versus wine versus cat versus dogs. You can pick whatever you want, and we'll see based on the voting the best pitches. Those are gonna be converted into final project, and I will be giving you like this spreadsheet that you are going to rank those pitches accordingly, each one of you, and then I will be deciding which ones that's gonna be the final project. What we're gonna have next week. I hope that you already downloaded Tableau, and also make sure that you created and share Tableau public profile. I'm gonna give you some headlines about how to do that, and we're gonna start familiarize ourselves with some video tutorials about how to start working with Tableau, hands-on video tutorials. Okay, so that's it for this short video, and we'll see you in the following video.